Hello and welcome to the Final Frontiersmen, a YouTube channel where we talk about all things Star Trek with a heavy focus on the Star Trek Adventures role-playing game by Modiphius Games. This is going to be one of those episodes as I am talking about the newest, or one of the newest releases. In fact, it just came out a day earlier from the time I'm recording this, so it is fresh from the replicator. I'm your host, Bill. I am flying solo again for this review. I'm thinking, I don't see why it would be otherwise, but I'm hoping this is going to be a short video because I'm usually extremely talkative and I don't get to the point, but I have focus on this one. There's not a lot to say about it because it's a very small product and it's very similar to the earlier products that I have reviewed of the same type. So I'm guessing this is going to be a short video. I pray it's going to be a short video, but let's just jump right into it because I'm making it longer just by saying this. If you've never seen one of our reviews for whatever it is, we have an alert system. I'm not sure if I'm going to be using it this time, but we'll see when it comes along. But we have our alerts. The first is the yellow alert. Yellow alert is for things that we want to draw your attention to because it might have some interest to some people, or it might be something to keep in mind or look out for in the future. The second alert is, shockingly, the red alert. Oh, look at that. Red alert is for the really good things, the really interesting, the really exciting, important things that we want to emphasize for everyone. And the last one, and extremely rarely used, is the black alert. The black alert, just like in Discovery, it instantly takes you from one point to another. It completely changes the whole scenery. It changes everything. It's the big turnaround, the super, like, changing things into an entirely new direction that maybe you didn't even expect. So it's things that not always has to be positive, but just blows us away, blows our minds. It's not what we were expected. It sets a new bar for whatever the situation may be. That's why it's very rarely used. So today's review, if you didn't bother to look at what you clicked on and you're ignoring what is scrolling above me right now, is a review of the very new Star Trek Lower Decks Season 1 Crew Pack for the Star Trek Adventures role-playing game. And the crew packs, I've reviewed the previous crew packs as one giant whole from Next Generation, Original Series, Enterprise, the whole entire gamut before. So this is probably going to be much shorter because it's one crew pack and just one season of Lower Decks. So let me jump into the corner down below and hopefully put some images on, but again, there's not really a lot I can show you from this because it's a very small product. But there's a reason why I'm making this video. There's a reason why I'm making an exception, special video for this single crew pack, and I will get to that in a second. So let me jump. Hello, I made it. So this is the Season 1 crew pack, as I said. So you're going to get the stats for the crew of Star Trek Lower Decks. Fantastic animation. You're going to get their stats from the very first season, as well as character briefings and backgrounds about them that are framed in terms of what happened throughout the entire first season. So if you haven't seen the debut season in a long time, it might be jarring going back and be like, oh yeah, that is what happened to them. But anyhow, let me tell you what you will get in the crew pack. So the characters that are involved in here is, of course, Ensign Mariner, Ensign Boimler, Ensign Tendi, Ensign Rutherford, Captain Freeman, Commander Ransom, Commander Tana, who doesn't love her, Lieutenant Shax, and you have a slew of supporting characters. We've seen the supporting characters in the more recent PDF of the crew packs, where you don't get a full write-up on them, you don't get the images, but you get these almost like, not minor, what is it, like notable NPCs in the core rulebook. that kind of a short, truncated write-up for them. But the supporting characters are Lieutenant Commander Andy Billups. I don't know why I'm doing full names for them, and I ignored the full names of the regular cast. But Dr. Miglimo, the counselor, psychiatrist, Ensign Barnes, Ensign Peanut Hamper. Yes, indeed, there is an exocomp now that you can add to your game, an official exocomp you can add to the game. And in addition to that, we also get the USS Cerritos. And I am going to give this a yellow alert. The Cerritos. This is really the big, exciting thing for me about this character pack. Because yes, it's nice to have the stats, the official stats for the characters that we see in the series. But as I mentioned in the previous review, not everybody wants to use the official characters. Not everybody is going to need the official characters. Yeah, it's good to get an idea or maybe to build your own character based off of someone to know exactly what their stats are or their official stats or an official loadout for the game. But I think the thing that is really exciting about this one and might be worth a buy right now is the fact you get the Cerritos, the first time we get a California class starship in the game. So while it is one specific ship, the ship from Lower Decks, this is our first look at how a California class ship is statted out. So if you've been wanting to add in the California class to your game and you didn't make it on your own with the Utopia Planitia book with the starship building rule set that they have in there, this is your first framework that you can use to build it. Not only that, but keeping with the yellow alert, what I think is great about this, not just having the stats for it, but you get the cross section, like the master display cross section in this guide, where you could see where everything's located deck by deck, the whole schematic layout. I love the schematics. I love those cross sections for the starships. I wish there were cross sections like this for every ship that's available, because I mean they are so useful. They are so helpful for the role play, for visualizing where things are on your ship. So we get one right here for the Cerritos, and I think that alone is worth the price of admission. I could keep the yellow alert going, but I used it in the original review for the other character packs. But there's only one instance here that I believe there's only one. I tried looking through, I tried cross-referencing, but there is, unless I'm mistaken, there is one new talent also that is not available in any of the books yet. It might be coming soon, which I am going to get to in a moment. That's the other reason why I'm making the video. But Ensign Rutherford, he has a talent that is not available anywhere else. It's a cybernetic implant talent. It's vaguely similar to the Trill's joined talent, but not exactly like that. But it's kind of like that. So again, for those of you who are completionists and you want everything available for you at character creation time, this is a talent that you are not going to find anywhere else currently. Okay, now that brings me to the next big reason why I'm doing this video. In addition to this first season character pack, there's also an adventure that was released called Lurkers. So a standalone adventure PDF you could download, made in the Lower Decks style. As you know, or as you may not know, but as I've said in previous videos, I don't do pre-made adventures. Nothing against them. It's just I like creating my own stories, and I don't really want to incorporate things that are pre-made into it, because then I feel like it's not my story and I start losing control of what I'm creating. But right now the word for this adventure is Lurkers on Facebook, on Reddit, on the Discord. People who have been playing it or downloaded it and read through it, the reviews are glowing for it, and they say it really feels like a Lower Deck style. So secondhand information, take that for what you will. But as you see, we got Season 1 character pack. Oh, there's 2 more seasons, right? We get a Lower Decks focused adventure. That's because we've just received word, same day, yesterday, when it was announced, that we are getting a Lower Decks source book this summer 2023. So we're going to get a full-fledged, I believe, 240-page source book for Lower Decks, which is going to have 8 new species, 8 new player character available species to be, which they were announced in at AMA Discord about it, but I don't know if it's public yet. I don't know if it was just an Easter egg for people in the Discord, so I don't know if that information's floating around already. But 8 new species for player creation. I believe, I can't remember how many starships were mentioned. There's, I think, at least 8. I believe it's probably more than that. 8 new space frames to use, and I'm guessing that the standard California class is going to be part of that. But you're also going to get a lot of information on how to run a comedic series or a comedic episode in the style of Lower Decks, as well as handling some of the more adult themes that pop up in Lower Decks, the adult situations there, how to incorporate things tastefully into your game while still maintaining that Lower Decks style of humor if you are so inclined to doing so. So that's pretty exciting. As you can tell, Season 1, so Season 2 and Season 3 character packs, similar to Discovery, having seasons, and I believe Picard seasons are going to be released after Season 1. We're getting more character packs later this year. But this looks like, at least for now, from what's been announced, 2023 is going to be the year of Lower Decks in Star Trek Adventures. So I don't know if I can say any more than that from what I've seen, what I've heard. I don't know what's public. I don't know if my helmet is big enough to give you that information, if you know what I mean. So that's all for this video. Let me glance down there. Oh my god, under 20 minutes. Is that possible? Maybe I could just keep rambling on and take us to 20 minutes. If my family and friends are watching, please don't call the police to have a wellness check on me. It is possible for me to make a video under 20 minutes without there being something physically wrong or me being under duress. So I think that's it. Yeah, check out the character pack. It's pretty cool. If you're into running pre-made adventures, again, what I've heard about lurkers is great. There's going to be a lot, I believe, a pack of mission briefs. I think 10 mission briefs releasing maybe alongside the source book too, all for Lower Decks. I believe that's all of them are probably, maybe I might be wrong, but I believe all of them are written by Michael Dismuke from Continuing Missions, Continuing Conversations, and we already know the quality he puts into things. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to the source book. I'm looking forward to the year of Lower Decks. So check this stuff out. Get a jump on the California class with the character pack. Get a jump on the cross section, the Cerritos. It's a great pack. It's not that expensive. Yeah, that's all I have to say about that. It's just awkward for me to not be going up to 30 minutes here, but thank you very much. We have just a side thing, just to drag things out more. There's a lot more videos we have planned and on the way for the channel. Things are slowly coming back now that my computer is replaced and I got something new to work with and something functional to work with. And Jeremy is creating a lot of stuff on his own. So thank you all for watching. Thank you for sticking with us. And as always, stay safe, stay healthy, live long and prosper. Peace and long life. See you next time.